All right, guys, so what's going on? Today we're going to be trying to find one of the most affordable, reliable concealed carry guns my buddy can start to either conceal carry or just basically use for home defense. Today we are actually trading in these two guns right here, and then that is going to make obviously the deal even cheaper. The reason he is trading this Ruger in right here, it is a 40. I don't know much about Rugers. I told him I think he needs to get a 9mm because 9 is just, in my opinion, a lot easier to get. We're also going to trade in this old cowboy gun here. This is a 22 long rifle. It's just old. It's not sure it's a decent gun, but he's just wanting to trade in because it's, you know, practically useless compared to a 9mm. As you can see, both come with holsters. This one actually over here comes with a case, and we do have some ammo if I think we'll get a better deal for it to go with it. But I mean, this thing comes with absolutely everything. It comes with the loader, the lock, obviously, literally everything, all the paperwork, absolutely everything, even including a holster. So let's head into town to some local pawn shops, seeing what they'll give us for these guns right here and what we can find. That's one, going to be decently cheap because he's not wanting to spend a whole lot of money, and number two, it's going to be decently reliable. So obviously, even if he needs to use it, it will fire. All right, so got my buddy George. We're over here at Razor's Tactical. You can see what they got first before we offer a trade. All right, so you'll notice as we're in these pawn shops, I actually didn't end up recording anything besides just a few clips here and there, just because I didn't want to disrupt the peace of all the people in there and whatnot, just bring a camera pointing in their face. But as far as Razor's Tactical, they had a bunch of really good deals, especially on this TTI. Canic right here, I mean, the thing's a full combat gun, but it was a little more expensive than he was wanting, and I didn't really want to spend the money either. I will tell you, the guys knew their stuff. They were able to point out a lot of the things that we actually did not even know about the two guns that we were trying to trade in, but they had all different kinds of brands from Taurus, Glock, Canic. I mean, they had literally everything in there. So if you're interested in getting a gun, go ahead and head over to Razor's Edge Tactical in Joplin, Missouri. All right, so we just logged out of there. We didn't really score too good. They didn't offer what the other place offered, but we found out this gun is Frankenstein. So it's got a 22 long rifle cylinder in it, but it's got a 22 Magnum barrel, which I did see it. It does say 22 Magnum on this side, or on the one side of it. But anyways, yeah. This is a Frankenstein gun, but they did tell us that apparently these grips are pretty valuable because they are prone to breaking. So apparently maybe since they break, people want the original one, so apparently the grip's just as valuable as the gun, basically carrying the value of this thing. Okay, and as far as this Ruger goes, they basically said he wouldn't give a price because he didn't want to insult us, so we're heading on to the next place. All right, so stop number 2, we're at Steve's Trading Post here in Joplin. So we're going to take these in, see what they have to offer while we look around. All right, so Steve's Trading Post had a huge selection, way bigger than the last place. Obviously, all things ranging from SIG, Canic, Glock, I mean, you name it, they definitely had it. There was a huge selection. I definitely seen a lot of rifles I wanted, and I've seen a really sweet shadow systems that I forgot to film, actually, that I was so close to buying. It was such a good deal. So if you're just in a good deal, go check out Steve's. They had all kinds of parts, good deals on ammo. I think I seen about $14 for 50 rounds of Winchester ammo, which is pretty good for 9mm. They did have a lot of pre-owned stuff, so if you're not interested in paying brand new prices, as you see, any of the colored tags is actually all pre-owned stuff or stuff that's on consignment. I assume they take all kinds of trade-ins because they gave us a pretty good offer for the guns that we had actually bought in. Stay tuned to see how much they gave us, but we kind of struck out here just because George was not able to find a gun that he actually liked. But again, same thing for this place as the last. The guys knew what they were talking about. They were super nice, super cool guys. Definitely older guys though. They've definitely been in the business for a long time, but they've definitely been able to keep up on their knowledge as far as from new guns, old guns, it doesn't matter. They had all kinds of different options and they knew everything about everything. But like I said, they gave us a really good offer on both these two guns, so stay tuned to see if we cashed out, traded in, or if we moved on to the next store. All right, so what do we get?
So we got 300 out of them.
300 bucks. That's awesome.
We're offered 150 the first time. The second time, he didn't want to give a price on that gun, and the second one, I think, what did he? Oh yeah, he didn't even want the 22.
No, yeah, he didn't even want it. He literally didn't even want it.
I think, what did he say? Yeah, it's $200 for the Ruger and then $100 for the 22.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So we're going to take our money elsewhere. So we're going to originally stop at the first place that he was able to stop at that I wasn't here to stop with him. It's at, what was that place called? Liberty Tree in Carthage, Missouri. So we're going to run to Liberty Tree. Apparently they got a pretty large selection for all types of different guns. So yeah, we're going to take 300 bucks there, see what we can find, and he's going to add a little cash on top and hopefully bring him a really slick gun. So I'm really hoping he can get find a really good deal on a Glock, because I'm a Glock fanboy. Better, like in the voiceover, they had a really good deal on that shadow systems in there. I almost bought that, but I think, what's your budget now with the 300? What are you thinking?
Maybe like 600 or something.
5 to 600?
Yeah.
5 to 600. I think we could find a Glock or something. We can find a really good, reliable gun. Up here at Liberty Tree Guns in Carthage, Missouri, you can see what they got. All right, so this store was actually pretty cleaned out by the time we got here. The guy said that everybody was getting their tax refunds and they were going and buying them out. So we didn't have a whole lot of options in here, but we were actually able to figure something out. Again, they had a lot of good deals. I will recommend this place because they knew absolutely everything, again, about everything. The guy that helped us was super nice, but again, they still had a pretty large selection as far as all different kinds of brands and stuff, but they usually have a whole lot more on the shelf, they said. But again, same thing for the colored tags, are all pre-owned or consignment, but as you can see, we started checking out and we were able to take something home. I was even able to pick me up something. Getting his holster all dialed in. See right here, he bought a CZ. So we'll talk about what it is in a second. It came with 2 magazines. He's already got it loaded up with some 9mm. Comes with some back straps, comes with some different cleaning stuff. I'll tell you, CZ actually comes with a lot of stuff, really nice cases, comes with a lock, comes with all different kinds of stuff that you might need. And then you got a holster. So we're, like I said, we're getting that dialed in right now. All right, guys, and I actually ended up finding myself a legendary deal about myself. So I'm gonna tell you about a little bit about it. But if you guys wanna see it, I'm gonna make a whole nother video about it. But I found a legendary gift for myself while he was in there buying his. I found myself a Rough Rider 16-inch barrel, you know, 22 long rifle, or it also comes with a 22 mag cylinder, so I can shoot 22 Magnum out of this thing. I've always wanted a Rough Rider, haven't had one, and I just seen with the 16-inch barrel. My buddy has one, so I knew I had to have it. But if you guys want to see another video on that, I'm going to be posting another video sometime soon. That's George here. He picked himself up a CZ P10C. It shoots 9mm, obviously. They picked up some PMC bronze. As you've seen, it came with 2 mags. The box, everything is brand new. He got himself a holster as well. All right, so like I said, this is the CZ P10C. For the value, this thing was really good. As you see, we got a $300 trade-in value. He ended up paying about $571 for all the ammo, the holster, and the gun. Brand new. So as you say, you got about 270 bucks on top of 300, so you only got about $270 out of pocket. As you can see, it is ready for optics. So if you want to put a red dot on that, we'll be ready to go. But it also comes with the pretty nice iron sights. It's got a pretty smooth trigger, as you see right there. And the release, it's not bad. I think it's just about comparable to a Glock. One thing I did actually really like about it was the mag catch. So my Glock, before I switched it to the Shield Arms mag ones, it's really low with it. It's really hard to push versus this one. It's really easy to find. It's very, very easy to find. It does look like a Glock 19 backplate. If you're wondering what the size is like, obviously you can't really tell in my hands. Very, very comparable to the Glock 19, whether that's as far as width, length, as far as everything. It's basically a Glock 19. It even looks a lot like one. So 3 things right off the bat that I can already tell that I actually like about this gun a little bit more than my Glock is actually the fact that it has pretty aggressive slide serrations. So it's easy to pull the slide back. It's got a regular rail on it versus Glock obviously has their own. My 48 actually has a really small one. Backstrap can be easily changed versus, again, Glock doesn't have that. So I guess it's 4 things. And number 4, I actually love the stippling on the grip right here versus Glock. Again, it's pretty slippery grip, which I need to get mine stippled. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and shoot about 5 shots out about this thing. I really like the way it feels. Pretty lightweight. Again, like I said, it's that Glock 19 size, so it's a decently small size, so it's gonna be easy to carry. Okay, so we don't really have a target system here. I just want to go ahead and say we are just gonna be shooting right into the dirt, just to kind of get a feel of how it works. But we might be able to shoot it at my target sometime here soon. I will say it does have pretty minimal kick. You see at YouTube it is clear, but it doesn't kick hard. Again, it's lightweight. I can see this thing being really easy to carry. Overall, I think I like it. So he's already shot about a round out of it, but he's gonna go ahead and he's got it in his holster and go ahead and make sure he's got a good feel for it. Dang. That thing's sweet. See, I have shot a Glock 19 before, and I gotta say this one feels so much like it. I gotta say it's pretty much like a Glock 19 clone. Obviously the biggest difference, I mean, right here, that's actually what I like about it a little more. It's easy to get your grip in here and be able to actually hold and actually be able to control the recoil just a little bit better. And I actually like how it actually has some stippling up here as well. Again, just giving you more grip to be able to control the recoil. By far, one of my favorite things about this, I really gotta say the aggressive look. I really like the slide serrations. I really like the color, but overall, it shoots really nice. So if you were looking into getting a CZ P10C, I would definitely strongly recommend getting one. Again, get a good price point. CZs have proven reliability. If you guys ever heard of the CZ Shadows, those are competition guns. This one has a really nice crisp trigger. It looks a whole lot more aggressive than Glock. So if you're looking for an aggressive looking gun that shoots nice, has low recoil, the recoil is easy to control, I definitely recommend the CZ P10C.